Hello everyone. Today in the Armenian Church we celebrate the feast of Prophet Elijah. I think if we consider the things that Prophet Elijah did with our nowadays standards, we can call him a crazy man. He was a man of courage. He went to see King of Israel Ahab, and he just was not polite with him. He was not politically correct. He told him the entire truth when Ahab confronted him, saying, "You are the troublemaker of Israel." He said, "No, I'm not the troublemaker. It's you that and your father that are the troublemakers, and it's because of you that the Israelites are going through these tough times, and it's not raining, and there is famine, and there is all kinds of uh, issues and problems and struggles that our people are facing." Um, and he was also a man of confidence. He had full confidence in God that he worshipped, and because of that confidence, he told the king, he said, if the false gods and idols that you are worshiping, if they are true, tell all the prophets of Baal to come and let's put the true God into test. And that's what they did. Like I don't know, 850 prophets and priests of these false idols, they got together on the mountain of Carmel. And um, and then we see that Elijah is trying to get the support of Israelites, but they were silent. And oftentimes we are like that. I mean, we are sort of playing safe, and Jesus calls that state lukewarm. He says, "You are not hot, you are not cold, so I want to speed you out of my mouth." Sometimes the way we act as Christians, our temperature is like being lukewarm. We are neither cold nor hot, so we make him wanting to vomit, basically. And that's what the Israelites were doing when Elijah was trying to get their support and saying, "How long you are going to play between these two gods? I mean, what else do you need to understand who is the true God?" They were silent. They didn't say nothing. So Elijah basically was alone against hundreds of people, but his confidence in God was so strong, and he was so courageous that he didn't hesitate, he didn't waver, and he continued with this test to show who is the true God that everyone needs to worship. So he asked to put on the altar animals for sacrifice, and told these false prophets to pray to their God to see if he will burn the sacrifice. They kept praying all day long, singing, going around, saying, "Oh, great God Baal, please send the fire, burn this sacrifice, show who is the true God." And there was nothing. There was complete silence from their so-called God. And then we see that Elijah shows even a sense of humor. He starts mocking them. He starts making fun of them. It's not a great idea to be by yourself against hundreds of people and to make fun of them. He starts telling them, "Oh, maybe you should pray louder. Maybe you should. Maybe he's sleeping. You need to wake him up. Maybe he went on a journey or he's on vacation." He starts saying all this like nonsense, and they start praying louder, and they start shouting even louder. But of course, nothing happens. And then Elijah, it's his turn to show who is the true God. So he says, "Pour jars of water on the sacrifice and the wood." Who does that? When you want to burn something, you don't make it wet. So they pour so much water, it starts pouring out of the trenches around the altar. And then he starts praying to God. Very simple prayer. And here's that prayer, and I'm going to read it to you. "Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant, and have done all these things at your command. Answer me, Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, and stones and the soil, and also licked up the water in the trench. Let us acquire the spirit of Elijah, be confident, have a strong stand as Christians, and not be lukewarm, and always remember that a true, genuine prayer that comes from the heart will be heard by the Lord. God bless you all.